As you know, I am Dave B, and I sell Chevys. This is Dave F.
And I sell Chevys too.
He sells Chevys as well. He also drives one of the coolest cars that has ever gone through this dealership, and we're gonna check it out right now. And here it is. 2022 Camaro ZL1 with a manual transmission and a whole bunch of cool stuff which Dave is gonna tell us about. So Dave, what did you order here?
So what I got was...
Well, what did you get as far as the car itself?
The car itself is pretty much the standard ZL1 manual transmission. Comes with the 6-piston Brembo brakes up front, 4-piston on the rear, Recaro seats. I did get the carbon fiber hood instead of just painted black.
It's a beautiful car.
Thank you. Yeah, I even had this beautiful thing for my Easy Pass, which Dave B gave me.
There you go, America. Look at the carbon fiber though, right? Looks good. What's all that banging over there? What you working on?
Pretty nasty crease.
Nice.
Paintless dent removal, man. The guy's an artisan.
All right, so what else we got here? We got a flow tie. For anyone who doesn't know what the ZL1 has, this Chevy bow tie is actually, what would you call that? I was gonna say transparent. It's empty. There's no, I can't even talk. There's no plastic there. It's just air can flow through.
It allows about 14 something cubic feet per minute additionally into there for the
Look at all this stuff. Like even this, like it's all wide open.
Coolers.
A lot of front end cooling on this car, obviously, because it's a lot of performance, so you want to cool it down as it gets hot. What about on the inside? Did you do anything special there?
When I ordered it back in April of last year, I did order it with the red knee bolsters. Otherwise, she's pretty much stock as is. I did put on
you got a center, the performance, yeah, armrest cover. Nice. How's she sound? Start her up. Let's see what we got.
Cold start.
Did you do anything under the hood?
Cold air intake.
Cold air intake. We should probably take a look at that.
Roto-fab.
Oh, there you go. Roto-fab cold air intake, supercharged LT4. What's the power this thing's putting out?
650 it's rated for, horsepower over 650 pound-feet of torque. That's at the crank.
Right.
Realistically, at the tires, it's probably more around 585 horsepower. Nice little touch is this engine is manufactured down at Bowling Green, the Corvette plant, and they do put on here who manufactured the actual engine, built by
That's pretty
hand.
cool. So you got any other mods planned?
One more mod that I'm going to do hopefully within the next week, and that is to swap out the exhaust from the axle back only. It will delete the MBRP system. I got to be careful. I was thinking about doing a raceback exhaust, deleting the secondary cats. However, I do have neighbors to think about, and there are some small children that live on my street, and I don't feel like waking them up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, things like that. So I'm trying to be a little polite. So the reason why I'm changing it out is, while I do like the exhaust, it is like having a bathtub underneath. If you look at the actual exhaust itself.
Oh yeah. That is a pretty big muffler system under there.
Yeah, just a little bit. So I did go with the MBRP exhaust system, which these are the tips that will be installed on there. Oh, wow. 4-inch tips.
So how does that compare to the size of these? Let's line it up.
Well, these fold out, I believe, to roughly about a 4-inch also, because they have the bell tips on the ZL1.
Right.
So, you know.
That'll look good.
The main reason why I'm making the change is while I do happen to love the exhaust, the sound is a little high-pitched and raspy to me. I like a little bit deeper tone. It is a V8, you know, this isn't a flat plane crank engine, so I'd rather have it sound like a true muscle car, which this really is.
Nice. Now in 2022, the Camaro ZL1 Coupe started at about $63,000 before any options were added to it. Now, we already went through some of the things that this car has, like the exposed weave carbon fiber, the hood insert, like on the front of the vehicle. That's on there. It looks fantastic. To me, that's a must-have. That's a $600 option. This vehicle also, which you can tell, is the Wild Cherry Tintcoat. Now, that's a $495 paint choice. I think it looks fantastic on this particular model. It looks really good with like the black ground effects and things like that. It really looks nice. It looks sharp. They've also decided to add the infotainment system with the navigation, which also gives you the performance data recorder, which we're going to take a look at in a second. I have an extra SD card. Basically, you pop this in and you're going to be able to see recorded front camera view and all the overlays like percentage of throttle and stuff like that. It's pretty awesome. On the outside of the vehicle, he added the black exposed fuel door, the fuel door cap. And on the inside, we already talked about like the red knee pads and the center armrest and stuff like that. So he did some nice things to customize this vehicle. Total MSRP of this vehicle as equipped, $70,060. All right, let's start her up and hear her rumble. This has the nice Alcantara on the steering wheel. It also has that on the door panels and all. You can see here the top of the door panel, the bottom where the armrest pad is. You got to look at the Recaro seats, leather with like the suede insert. Really looks nice. And if we hit our home button here is the PDR. So performance data recorder. What we have to do is we have to dismiss that warning. We got to put the SD card in, so let me do that. On the ZL1, the SD card slot is here on the left side of the dashboard. You just slide it in. It's going to lock and clip in, and then I'm assuming it's going to start up here automatically in a second. Settings. It's coming up no SD card inserted. Basically, what I was trying to do was use the little GoPro one here with an adapter. That's not working, so I'm gonna have to get like a regular SD card, pop that in, and then we can check out the footage that you can see and you can record while you're driving your Camaro ZL1.